welcome. Welcome. I am in an event at 8 o'clock. And as soon as I am shared into the group, I can go ahead and get started. So if you're in here, say hello. Tell me your name, where you're watching from. I hope you're having a great day. My name is Renee. I'm from Pennsylvania, Williamsport, to be exact. Hi, Sam. Welcome, friend. Good to see you. I was just going through our Joann fabric is, hi Laurie, our Joann fabric is closing, and so I went over today to get some holiday fabric, and I think it was only 30% off or something, but you know, that was better than nothing. And the closer it gets to Christmas, the more likely I am to put it off. So yes, I am in an event today, 8 o'clock. So as soon as I find that I'm shared into the group, then I'll go ahead and get started. But I can share with you guys. I got this and this, which the light on this is kind of deceiving. It's like a dark burgundy with a little bit lighter red and some gold flecks. There's some birds in it. I had not even noticed the birds when I bought it, but that's going to be tomorrow's project. And I just couldn't resist this. When I see fabrics that I like, I usually just get either a half yard or a quarter yard of it. I got a half yard of these. Oh, darn. I just thought they were pretty. You would think I sew, and I don't. Love this. Love, love, love. So those are those things. Everything else I got were just pretty much odds and ends. Hi, did you hear something fall? My cat came running up. I'm not sure why I'm not shared into the group. But that's okay. We'll give him a couple minutes. Hi, Ellie. Are you up here to say hi? Hi, Dawn. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Hi, Chesney. Welcome. Oh, thank you, Gia. Thank you. Hi, Sharon. Dawn, thank you so much for sprinkling. I appreciate that. This is the Creative Crafters Assemble group. My name is Renee Bauer from Williamsport, Pennsylvania, where it snowed yesterday, but like minimal amount. And I'd love to know where you're from. I look like I have bruises down my arms. Holy moly. Sorry, squirrel. I don't know how that happened. Other than I've been pulling stuff out of my attic. That's probably it. Thank you, Gia, for having our event today. And if you see the live button right here, you'll know that you're watching live right now. If not, please put the hashtag replay so I can welcome you in. And thank you for watching me on the replay if you're doing that. Oh, is it cold in Michigan? What else was I going to say? If you can't see what I'm crafting, there's like an arrow like this. You can click on that, and that can take everything to the side, the comments and stuff. If you would like, follow, and share Creative Crafters Assemble group, join that free group to watch these. This is day 4 of the 12 days of Christmas. And so, hi, Mike. And so you can go back and watch the other days, although yesterday was canceled. And you can go to Creative Crafters Assemble and continue to watch the rest of them. So I'm going to be doing, hi Stella, hi Tammy, thank you so much for sprinkling. I'd like to welcome you in. Creative, oh, why don't I write this down? Creative Crafting by Shelly is where I got this wood barn quilt that I'm going to be making tonight. I like getting these kits. Oh, cold and rainy, huh? Yeah, it was sort of just dreary here, but it did snow yesterday, but it was just not a couple inches maybe, but it was very wet and heavy. Just trying to get a piece of painter's tape off. She wraps these so well when you get them from her. So I do like doing these kits. And so this is the background. And I'm going to start by painting some of the frame and stuff here. Yeah, it should be fun. I've had this for, I'm just using Tim Holtz's Distress ink to go over top of this wood. I have had this for at least a couple months, and I've been dying to do it. And when I had planned to do it, I forget if something had gotten canceled or I don't know what happened, but so I still have been waiting to do this. And in those months, I have had so many different color schemes to do for this. So, yeah, so this is today's color scheme. In fact, the funny thing is when I was getting stuff out of my bucket here, most of you know I use like white tubs and put all of my, organize all of my days of crafting in it. And I had run out of tubs, but I was using this. And when I cleaned it out today, I found directions for how one of the other ways that I wanted to do it. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Oh, thank you, Grace and Sunflowers, for spreading the love. I totally appreciate that. So this will be what will be on the bottom, and that helps me see where everything will go. This will go on top of that. So I'm going to paint this with Waverly Celery. Oh, here's some other barn quilts I just got finished. I'm going to hang in my living room. These are 4x4 squares. They're actually 1x1 squares that I glued on a 4x4 square. I just finished putting the string and the beads on them, so I'm so excited. Crafting with Shelly Designs. Hi, Donna. Yes, it's one of the, if I'm not mistaken, it's one of the ones that was designed by Jamie from Row 12 Creations. This is just Waverly Celery. I have it in a bigger squirt bottle because at one point I thought that was probably a good idea, but I'm not really sure now. Stuff seems to kind of dry up in there more than if I have the lid on. So I'm just taking the Waverly Celery and going over this background. And I'm also going to go over the background in the middle of the wreath right here because that is something that you'll, well, maybe you won't see that. Oh no, that's, wrong color. Oh well, that's all right, it'll dry. So I'm just using a makeup sponge to sponge this Waverly celery around. I hope you've been on and have enjoyed the other creators for the 12 days of Christmas. Each night we have about 4 people signed up. Tonight was 3. And I'm the caboose. Hi, Lori. Oh my gosh, Lori, I got... Oh my gosh, I thought of you today because I got that countdown to Christmas stencil we were talking about. I thought I was ordering like an 8x10 or 9x12. Holy dear Lord, it is like huge. Huge, huge, huge. And you know me, I'm like really not into the big stencils. You know, let this dry a little bit and then put a second coat on it. Let's smooth that out up there. Do you guys like using makeup sponges? Yes, I have another one that I'm, this is beautiful. I love that. Thank you. I have the wreath and berries that I'm doing tomorrow. So, I am sure I won't get that all done in an hour because there's a lot of pieces, but it will be fun. And I haven't decided if I'm going to use material or if I'm going to use scrapbook paper. I know I'm not going to paint it, but I may do these. If you were one of the early people, you might have seen some of the fabric that I bought at our Joann's is going out of sale. So I might be doing that wreath and these tomorrow. I'm so excited to do that as well. And so I picked out this kind of shimmery burgundy color. It kind of reminds me of a dark cranberry. And that's what I'm going to use for her dress. And this textured scrapbook paper, this was from Joann's, 79 cents. This textured is from Hobby Lobby. It was $1.99. And to be honest, I don't know if I got it on sale or not. Before I start them, I have 2 other things I want to paint first. The halo, and I'm using Folk Art Metallic Pure Gold for the halo. I say metallic, but it doesn't look very shiny. And I'm going to do the background of the wreath. She has a wreath in front of her. And I am going to be putting some holly leaves on that. Oops. But I do want to do a background coat. So this is just Waverly Moss for that. And because most of it's going to be covered, I'm going to just do 1 coat of that moss. I use Waverly Moss, I think, for almost every fall and Christmas project. All right, let's set that to the side. And this is the girl or boy, Angel. I have some other things that I've gotten out for this, so that I have things ready. Now, the wings, let me check on this, see which way the wings go for sure. That side. There we go. That's the left side. This will be the right side. And that's just a, I don't know if we can find it here. Ibotta eraser. Ibotta is the brand. Hi, Jamie. Heat erasable pens for fabric. I do that when I number the back of the little squares, like the ones that I had shown you that I did. I made it this way, but when I drilled the hole, I wanted them to hang like this. So I put numbers 1 through 16 on the back of all of my on all the back of my 1-inch squares. So I'm going to turn this to the back and move it over toward the edge. The heat erasable pens, I love them. They are for fabric, but you can use them for wood. And then I just use my, oops, that didn't come out very well. I just use my hair dryer if I need to remove it. The numbers. Not loving this textured paper that I'm using for the wings. Hi, Ruby. Thank you for coming. I hope everyone is well. I am doing well. Getting ready for Christmas. There we go. So I'm going to glue these on. Oh, I'm happy that you're here too. I'm doing your angel. I have had it for a couple months at least. I think it's one of the first or second sets of stuff that I purchased from Shelly. And if you guys don't know Jamie is from Row 12 Creations, and she designs a lot of these wood barn quilts, and I love watching her make them. She got me hooked, that's for sure. All right, let's see how that's going to work out. Good. And So there are all kinds of these different barn quilts. I've made a few of the kit. I probably have about 5 of the kits, I guess. So, like I said, this is a textured paper from Hobby Lobby. Cats, all the sounds they make is just crazy. I'm just going to set that to the side. And then I'm going to trace this. See if I have something else. This pen's not working real well on there. I don't know if you heard me or not, Jamie, but I've had this for so long that I've picked out colors in so many different color combinations. It's crazy. So many. I was originally doing Dusty Rose and Moss Green. I had purples chosen. I had traditional Christmas colors chosen. I'm telling you, it was... In fact, when I sat down here tonight, I had a couple different combinations in my bucket. So I'm going to paint her face with a flesh color. I'm not sure how that'll show up on the wood, but we'll try it out. I was going to use the Tim Holtz Distress ink on it. I still might. We'll have to kind of see with that. The other thing I need to do is cut out that wreath. Forgot about that. I know, and you know, when I first got them, I always painted them, and now I almost never paint them. Which is kind of odd. Now I usually use scrapbook paper, or tomorrow I'm going to be using material on the one I'm doing tomorrow. I have a lot of Christmas crafts still available to do. I mean, I could make up stuff, but I'm ready to go on to winter. Snap that little or snip that little ragged edge. I'm going to cut this out as well. This is just like what will be behind the wreath of the part of your dress. Yes, that's what I have to do tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm doing the wreath with the berries. And here's the material that I'm using. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to start to glue some of this with Mod Podge. If you didn't hear me earlier, our Joann fabric is going out of business. So that's only going to leave Hobby Lobby and Walmart around here for fabric. So I thought, well, why not go into Joann's today and get some fabric. That's what I did. I think I got 6 different kinds. I got like a ½ yard of each. Sometimes I get a 1/4 yard, sometimes I get a ½ yard. And hopefully I won't lose that little piece. I recreated the little barn quilt squares that are at the bottom. I think I painted the head the wrong side. I did. Oh well. We'll get that fixed. Didn't like how they came out though. So I am going to redo them because the dress will be covering this. So I do have more squares out to do that. Don't know if that's going to happen today though. Or, I mean, while we still have time on the live is what I should say. Sorry about that. That needs some more Mod Podge. Oh, I'm sure they were. And besides that, I would have lost it probably. Oh, I'm just gonna score a little bit in here. These are fun. Easier way I should say to do these was to just paint them. And that is so much fun as well. To paint them. But since then, I have really enjoyed, I don't know what angle I'm going to do this on. I might just let it go for right now. Yes, here are the ones I redrew, and then when I was trying to outline them and color them and whatever, they turned out pretty crappy in my these this stuff probably, yeah. It's just the scrapbook paper is pretty thick. But I will try that. Telling your friends when you get your manicures, have them give you your files. This paper's really thick. It's not really... And I don't want to get the... I think that'll be okay, though. Well, that one did what I scored it good. Don't want to discolor the paper that you'll see. All right. Just don't want to mess up her pretty body there. There we go. And now we have the bottom. Oh, we need this to do this. As well as the bottom of the dress, which we're going to do in this one also. I think this will be pretty. I was going to use, I told you I've changed my mind a million times. I was going to use this shiny for the wings and the bottom of the dress. But that was one, that just was one that I didn't choose, I guess. I was thinking that I had a white one that was shiny like the dress. But I came upon this one first. So I like this. You can tell I bought it just to punch out some little flowers. That I believe was from the summer. Scissors. I just had to have it though, I guess. Can anybody see how many people are on? I'm sometimes my phone shows it and sometimes it does not. I'm just curious. And I just realized I forgot to turn off my notifications. So there may be people responding to that group text. And I'm going to apologize right now. What do you guys do with the things that you make? You see 12? Awesome. Thanks. I have been very lax this year about going to craft fairs. In fact, I haven't gone to any since last spring, which was not probably a good choice, but you know, I do this as a hobby. And when you're by yourself to like load and unload your product, it just gets old. Let me make sure it's gonna fit in there. I'm going to try this Elmer's Extreme Glue. I like using this. Let's see how that holds. Oop, I cut part of that off. Well, I do too. My problem with it is that I make so many things, way more than I have. Have people to give gifts. Lori, you have your wonderful husband. I saw him supporting you at the I think it was in Liberty where I saw you, I believe, or Camp Susquehanna. Oh, or I should leave this. Just leave it alone until it's dry. There we go. So this will be the bottom of her dress. I'm going to glue the wings. Oh, I'm all itchy for some reason. I do like this Elmer's Extreme Glue. So I have bags and bags and bags of stuff. But if a woman that I met at our church, she was there for a food pantry, and I've gotten to know her. And she works or volunteers at a different church that sells stuff and provides a lot of clothing and stuff for people. But I'm gonna have to check with her again, or another friend of mine that I think works there as well, or volunteers there, that they will take my crafts as a donation and then sell them for maybe like $1 or $2 a piece, which it's got to be a time where I have to just say I'm okay with that. one little corner. Oh my goodness, did you guys see Wicked yet? I went to Wicked last week. I've had like a goal of things I wanted to do over the Christmas holiday, and it's not even technically the Christmas holiday, but I am like going through the stuff I want to do like that. I get you, Sharon. And so I went to see Wicked last week. And then I went to see the Williamsport Symphony Orchestra. I was wanting to see them. And I guess I'll just set that there. Today I went to the movies all by myself. And I watched King and Country's Drummer Boy, which is like a live, it's like you're watching a live concert. And oh my goodness, was that ever good. I'll give this another coat. And dry it and sand it off. So this is Celery by Waverly, if you weren't here when I did this at first. Are any of you that are on here tonight, are you on the 12 Days of Christmas tomorrow? I'm not in that one. I did list on my page, Rustic Daisies DIY with Renee. I did list my lives for this week, actually up through next Sunday. After that, it's the 23rd, and then it's getting pretty close to Christmas. Okay. Oh, you're on Wednesday? I don't remember when I'm on again for this. Could be Wednesday. But I do have, I have stuff going on every day this week. It's been fun because like I said, I want to get the Christmas, I bought some other things from Crafting with Sharon Designs. Oh no, listen to me. I didn't buy this from Crafting with Sharon Designs. I bought these with Christina. Oh my gosh, now I'm going blank. I do have other ones I've gotten with from Shelley that are lined up to do. Crafting. Oh, Jamie, if you're on here, help me out, please. Crafting Bridge with Christina, maybe? Oh, you saw Wicked? Did you like it? I didn't know there was going to be a second one. And then tomorrow, I'm going to see The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. And I went to see the symphony orchestra the other day and two granddaughters' dance recitals yesterday. So I did not get to the big music concert that Williamsport District puts on. So was a little bummed about that, but the dance recitals came first. Always. Okay. I think I'm going to do this just a little bit more. Rust-covered cottage with Christina. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. But Jamie from Row 12 designs these. And she collaborates with Christina, and Christina digitizes them then. All right. So now I'll get a couple things out of my way. And some things I don't know if I need still. That and that. Oh, I heard that's going to be great. Are you two in the same room? Go around the outside a little bit with Tim Holtz's Distress ink. So just kind of using this distressing to sort of make this look a little more rustic. If you don't like that look, then don't use it. This is the Tim Holtz Distress ink. I get mine at Hobby Lobby, only because I live a block from Hobby Lobby. And they do have all different colors. This is Vintage Photo, and I'm sorry, I've laid this on it so much before I realized what I was doing. All right. So that's distressing it. Now this is the part that I'm more nervous about than anything else, and that's piecing it all together. So this is the outside frame. And this is the inside frame. So I'm going to do them first. Just putting a thin line of stick fast around this. And this stuff does have some smell to it. Yeah, rubbed on his feet. That would be nice of you. Okay, so I'm just matching this up on the frame. Some of my cardboard away. I'm going to just dust a little Tim Holtz over these wings. You can barely even see it, but I can see it. I hope everyone's had a great day today. I am the last presenter for this for tonight, but don't forget to join the free group. Creative Crafters Assemble. And check back tomorrow for day 5 of the 12 days of Christmas. It is quite a commitment that Gia has taken over doing, having all of these. This color green is celery, and then I put Tim Holtz Distress ink over it. Now there's a little piece of the wing paper that lifts up. I'm going to wait till this is together to kind of flip it up and put it down some more, I believe. I'm going to put some glue in the halo. Thank you, Gia, or whoever's giving me the warning. I always assume that it's you, Gia. Poor Gia was all ready to go last night, and then there was some mishaps. Happens. Emergencies happen. Sickness happens. And our families come first happens. So I was going to be on last night as well. I probably would have done this last night. I'm going to set this in just to see how it goes, how it fits. The last piece is always the one that makes me the most nervous. Let's see if I can get this in first. One thing, I want to cut this extra paper off. I forgot to do that. Oh yeah, it is a real puzzle. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, I I might not pop that back out. There's my little cutter thing. This is where I was trying to sand it and it was too thick to come off. I'm just going to let that like that. We'll get this to go in. Isn't it pretty? Oh, thanks, Mike. I don't really want to put glue in there because if I can't get it, I don't want the glue to dry. Oops. So looking forward to the best Christmas pageant ever tomorrow. That should be fun. Thinking this paper that I folded down might be the problem. Thank you, Donna. Appreciate it. Thank you everyone who has sprinkled out today's video. I don't think I could be on Survivor. Now we're trying to get this puzzle piece together. It is so close. There we go. Well, that's just going to have to snap in as well. Oh, my Lord. Come on, Renee. If I can just get it straight. Maybe I can push it down in. I'm afraid I might break my glass here. Right. Exactly, Mike. Well, I just must have needed to turn it again. So there we go. About 4 minutes left, and that'll actually be perfect because I'm going to put some of these holly around the outside or around the wreath. I think I'll do it that way. And this is why I painted the green underneath, because I knew some of it would show. Anybody have a third hand for me? rustcoveredcottage.com. That's it, Jamie. I was saying that it was Shelley's, and there were other things that I had ordered from her. I want to let a little bit of the holly stick up so it kind of looks 3D if my fingernails don't get too glued. Now I'm just going to take off a couple of leaves and plop them down, kind of help fill it in a little bit. I love these, and I have no idea where I got them, but I'm going to be so sad when I don't have any more. They came in a pack, sweetest little things. I do still have a bunch left, but maybe that one shouldn't be there. I'll cut that one off and then decide. Trying not to put too much glue because the glue is going through these holly leaves and then it's kind of looking yucky. Baba! Looks like I need one coming out there. By now I don't really have too many fingerprints left. So I also have a gold bow that I'm going to put on her. And I'm going to put it at the top of the wreath. I wasn't sure if I wanted to put it at her neck or the top of the wreath, but we're just going to go with the top of the wreath. And my time is up. I will hold it up. I will mess around with her. I hope you like it, and thank you for coming to watch me today. I can't believe I got that done in an hour. So cool. Oh, Stella, I was listening to you talk about that on your live. I'm gonna just cut this one a little bit. And once this glues on and I see how it's going to lay, then I'll probably use just a tad of, goodness, or not lay it all right at the moment. So I'd like to say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sprinkling. I totally appreciate it. I hope you like this wood barn quilt. And have a great evening. Jamie, you are so talented, and thank you for sharing your talent with us, and thank you for allowing us to buy the product and recreate your designs in different colors and stuff. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay blessed, stay warm, stay happy. Bye. Thank you, Laurie. You're so sweet.